Hi, superstars. It is time for English. We are on Unit 3, Week 3. We're going to be listening to an informational text. This is called field trips. Now, an informational text gives us true information or facts about a topic. Now, when you go on a field trip, you usually leave school to see and learn about a new place. As you're listening, I want you to visualize in your mind and make pictures that will help you see and feel and understand what's happening. So you can use information from the words and the photographs to help you visualize. All right, let's listen.
Field trips. What places do you go to with your class? Have you ever been on a field trip? A field trip is a special outing to a place in your community, such as a zoo or a local museum. You might go on a field trip with your class or with a club or team. Field trips are a fun way to change your everyday routine. They also help you learn about different places in your community. A state park is an exciting place to visit on a field trip. In a state park, you can walk through a forest, go boating on a lake, or go for a hike. The people in charge of state parks are called rangers. The rangers can teach you about local plants, animals, rocks, and historical buildings. There are many outdoor activities you can enjoy at a state park. Do you like sharks, dolphins, and other underwater creatures? If you answered yes, then you'd love a field trip to an aquarium. Many aquariums have exhibits about animals and plants that live in the local waters. You can learn about the fish that you have seen in rivers and lakes. If you live near the ocean, you can learn about the shells and seaweed that wash up on the beach. A fun part of any field trip to an aquarium is a special show with large sea animals, such as dolphins or seals. These animals are very intelligent. Their trainers teach them to leap, twirl, and perform tricks. If you are lucky, an aquarium worker will give you a special tour. She can show you how the animals are fed, how their tanks are cleaned, and how they are cared for when they get sick. Field trips are a good way to learn about interesting jobs. You might discover that you want to work at an aquarium someday.
When I heard that aquarium workers sometimes show how the animals are fed, I pictured in my mind a big dolphin jumping out of the water to grab a fish. I pictured the water splashing, and I could hear the dolphins making loud, high sounds. This helps me understand what's happening as I'm listening.
If you think working with sea animals would be fun, what about fighting fires? Another exciting field trip is a tour of a local fire station. In many communities, people volunteer to fight fires to help keep people in their town safe. At the firehouse, firefighters will show you their trucks, uniforms, and other equipment. You might even get to sit in a fire truck. Firefighters cooperate with other workers in the community. Often, they work together with police officers. Community helpers share facts that will keep everyone safe. Firefighters also work with animal rescue workers to help save dogs and cats. You will learn how quickly firefighters get ready when someone calls about a fire or emergency. After a tour of the firehouse, you will know what to do if there is a fire or emergency. How do you get your mail every day? What happens to a letter after you drop it in a mailbox? What's a zip code anyway? You can find out the answers to all of these questions and more when you take a field trip to a local post office. During your field trip, you'll learn how a piece of mail gets from one place to another. First, a post office worker weighs the letter or package. Then, the customer pays for the stamps. Next, other workers sort the letters and packages and load them onto trucks. Finally, the carriers deliver the mail to your house. When you are on a field trip, it is important to ask questions. Adults are there to teach you about their jobs. Do you wonder how many post office workers work together to deliver all the mail to your neighborhood? Do you know how much money it costs to send a letter? Now is your chance to ask.
Those all look like such fun places to visit. Which one was your favorite? Where would you like to go on a field trip? We're going to read a story, and it is titled A Neighborhood. Remember that good readers always make pictures in your minds as you're reading or listening to a story. Let's look at the map here on page 36. Do you see this map? Look at the pictures on the map of the different neighborhood places. How do these places look in your neighborhood? Let's look at the map key right here. So this is what we call a map key. We can look at a map key to find out what places are shown on the map. We look for the pictures of these places on the map to see where they're located in the neighborhood. So let's look over here at the library. I should use a different color. Let's look at the library over here. Now, where can we find that in that neighborhood? Can you point to it on the map? Where would you find this library? Right here. That is correct. All right, let's look at the map key again. Where is the park on the map? Can you point to the park? Did you point over here? Because that's correct. That's the park. All right, how about the school? Where's the school? It's right here. And then we have a fire station. Where is that located? Right here. Good job. So, what place is to the right of the fire station? So we look at the fire station, right? What place is to the right of the fire station? Do you remember your right side? It would be the library. What place is to the left of the school? So if the school is here, what place is to the left of the school? The park. That is to the left. All right. So let's read together. Let's visit the places on the map. The map shows pictures of neighborhood places. All right, let's turn the page. All right, here we have the library. A library has lots of books. We can borrow books to read. Some libraries have a story time hour. So those are kids sitting and they're listening to a story at the library. right, now we are at the fire station. The fire department helps keep the neighborhood safe. You can go to a fire station and learn about safety rules. Can you find on page 38, can you point to the high frequency word go? Look for the high frequency word go. G. What's that first sound? G. Oh, go. Can you point to it? There it is. Go. Let's turn the page. Playgrounds have fun things to do. There may be swings and slides. It's a good place to play with friends. So they are at the park and they are playing on the playground. All right, now these kids are at school. There are different places in a school. We learn in the classroom. We read in the library. We play in the schoolyard. So look at all of these photographs. It's showing what children do in different places in a school. Can you picture in your head the things that you do in these places? What do you see? Well, I can probably imagine jumping rope at the playground, or listening to a story in the library, or painting in class. Good job, superstars. Let's open up our close reading companion to page 35. We're right over here. Let's read this together. A neighborhood. So it says, find clues. What is in the library? All right, so here's a picture of the library. What do you see in the library? Circle the clues. So circle the things that you see in the library. What do you think is in a library? Have you been to a library before? Well, libraries are full of books. So you'd probably want to circle some books. Students usually go to the library to read and to borrow books. So you can circle the students. So circle some clues that you want. And then down here, it says the library has. What does the library have in it? Look around. It has books. That's right. A library is full of books. And the books are on shelves. And there's usually a lot of people at the library. So you can put any of those answers. You can put books, bookshelves, people. We're going to put books. So the library has books. Make sure your name and the date is on your paper. Let's turn to page 36 of our close reading companion. Now, remember, we're talking about places we go. So there are places in our community called farmers markets, and they have fresh food, fresh vegetables, and fruits, and it's outside, typically on the weekends. And you can go and buy some yummy, healthy food there. Now it asks, what can you get at the farmer's market? So you're going to circle clues. So look in this picture, and what does it look like you can get at the farmer's market? Circle them. The picture has so many fresh foods. Sometimes they make pies. Everything is made from fresh ingredients. So you can circle all of that food and produce. Produce means vegetables and fruits. And you can draw other things that you can find there. So over here, I want you to draw some things that you might find at a farmer's market. So think about what you would buy at a farmer's market. They have, remember we were saying they have fresh fruits and vegetables, maybe sometimes homemade jams. They have different pickles. They have pies, different types of things you can get. Down here at the farmer's market, I can get, now we were talking about farmers markets and how they have fresh food. Everything is fresh. All right, make sure you put your name and date at the top of the page. Good job, superstars. Until next time, have a wonderful day. Bye.